Hi, welcome back to Chris Cook For You Too. Today we're going to be trying lamb chops. As you can hear the sizzle in the back, I already have 2 lamb chops that have started. I'd like to show you what it's like, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to walk you through it. I have a pan here, a griddle pan, with the grill marks on the pan. Now I've already started these to cooking because I didn't want to really take too long with the cooking process, okay? Okay, so while those are cooking, I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, over here I have 3 lamb chops. What you do with lamb chops is you're going to start the marinating process early, at least 2 hours early. What I did inside of this plastic bag, I have 3 lamb chops that has extra virgin olive oil. They've been marinating in that, with some crushed garlic, and this is fresh crushed garlic, and some rosemary. And I put it in earlier. I just want to get a little bit of that garlic off. I put it in early to marinate for 2 hours. After that, I'm going to season this. I'm going to add some salt, which again, you know, I'm using kosher salt, and a little bit of black pepper. That's one side, and then on the lamb chops, that's the other side. Now, these are loin lamb chops. This I take it out of my freezer just to show you. This is a rib lamb chop, okay? Both of them will give you pretty much the same flavor. It's where you want the cut from. The 2 different types of lamb is the way they're fed. The Australian lamb is fed differently, and it's a lot smaller. The domestic lamb, which is the United States lamb, or lamb that comes from our country, is fed differently, and it's a lot bigger. Now, the only thing you want to do is to braise the lamb. You want to make certain that it's just braised on the top, both sides. Then you're going to put it in the oven, and you're going to let it finish the broiling process. It only takes 8 minutes for the lamb to cook, depending on how you like your lamb to be cooked. So we're going to walk over to the stove, because by now it's ready to go into the stove. If you can see, I turned it up on the sides, and the reason being is because I wanted it to cook on the sides of the lamb. So as you can see, the lamb chop is not ready, but it's been cooked on both sides. And lamb is really a good meat. It has a little slight bit of a gamey taste, so if you're not used to that, then you might not expect the taste that you're going to get. But it's really no different. And if you look at this, this kind of looks similar to a pork chop. So what we do is put it on our pan. Once we've stopped the cooking process on the top, we place it in the oven, 400-degree oven, and we're going to let that cook for 8 minutes. Now that's going to be according to your taste. So if you want it to cook a little bit longer, you can, but we're going to get back to this in 8 minutes, and we're going to rotate it 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. Hi, we're back. It's been about 8 minutes, so we're going to see if our lamb chops is ready. Yes, they are. Flipping one last time, and we're going to exit. We have a plate here, all prepared for them. Sit that down there just for a minute. Okay, so we're going to walk this over to the table, and there's something important that I need you to know, and that's that before you can eat your lamb, you need to allow it to rest for 5 minutes, and what that does is it redistributes the juices, which is what I did and you did not see. And you can cover it with a piece of aluminum foil and just let it sit for 5 minutes. So I want to slice off some of this lamb. We're going to take our salad, because I did make a salad, and I'm going to put it on the side of the plate, and I'm going to cut into this lamb just so you can see it. Move the glass here. And let me turn that around so you can see it. We have 2 lamb chops. I don't want to get that bone. See? See how nice that cuts? Try to cut a piece off on the larger side for you, just so you can see it. And there is a bone in here. See how nice it comes down and it cuts off. And this is just how I like my lamb. And the juices that's flowing from the lamb, just take it and add it to a piece of meat. To your lamb. The lamb is really good and is very tender. I want to show you something on how you can check for tenderness. And this is just an old school trick that I learned. You can take your hand, when it comes to your steak and it comes to your lamb chops, you can take your hand and pretty much tell when people say, I want my steak to be rare, or I want my steak to be medium, or I want my steak to be well done. There's a simple way, a simple trick, and it's an old school trick where you can tell what those terms actually mean. If you take your hand and you hold it out and you just press in the ballpark just below your thumb, that's going to be rare. If you fold your hand in a little bit and you see that this ballpark started to puff a little bit, that's going to be medium to the touch. And if you make it tight, that's going to be well done. But remember, the tighter the meat, or the more well done the meat is actually cooked, the tougher taste you're going to get from the steak. And that's why a lot of people go with either rare or they go with medium well. So I want to pass that on to you because that's just a little information you need when you're actually cooking your meat. Now, I did serve this with a summer salad, and it's just some romaine lettuce, and on top of that I have some vegetables that I'm going to use, just a vinaigrette dressing to go on top of that. This should be a very nice dish for you to serve. I think that the salad complements the lamb very well. So until next time, remember, Chris cooked for you too. Bye.